Hello, it's Scruffy Head Imo again. I think I'm having a third day of lurg. I was thinking I should probably be able to go out today, but I still don't feel quite right. I keep getting these big waves coming on, and yeah, just general malaise. I'm gonna read anyway. There's my Kindle app book on there, so that's what I'm going to do with myself. You see, I'm all out of kilter now because I thought, well, I hoped I would be fighting fit this morning and raring to go, so I actually got the vlog ready and set to publish last night before bed, which I don't normally do. I normally do it after I get up. So now I've got a free morning and I don't know what to do with myself. I'm not used to this. It's normally like a real daily routine for me. I'm sitting here and I'm thinking I should probably think about doing an online shop from Iceland. Might do that later. Well, it's 2:30 now. Finally emerged from my pit. I've been reading my ebook, which is on charge now. I've been taking notes. I ordered an online shop to come tomorrow from Iceland. I pottered and potched around in my kitchen, unloading the dishwasher and putting crockery away. There's still a little bit to do in the way of washing up. And now I'm running a bath. I'm not feeling too bad now, so I'm gonna have a bath and then make myself some lunch. It's about 3:30 now, as you can see. My ridiculously slow day continues. I'm back in my pyjamas again after my bath. I'm all rosy cheeked. I always am after a hot bath. I'm doing one of my, I'm not feeding anybody else so I can put whatever I like in it meals. Spinach is going to go in, all of that. I'm going to dump the whole lot in when I think it's more or less done. And also a bit of broccoli that's left over from last night's dinner, because why not? But it is cooked, so I'll put it in right at the end with the spinach. Izzy's out for the day at the group that I should theoretically be at as well, helping out. I'm in an ahhing about whether to go. I thought I'd defer the decision till this morning, and then I felt really ropey this morning, so I decided not to go, especially because it's on public transport as well. Those little red specks you see in there have come from the chilli plants. I harvested the first one. I was thinking I should probably harvest these, you know, so the plant can get to work growing some more. I might harvest them green. I like the green ones, to be honest. I prefer them less sweet. Izzy made jam tarts last night and they were heavenly. I tell you what, Izzy's jam tarts hot and straight out of the oven. Oh, just a bit of heaven, that is. I was just looking in the fridge to see what was on its date, and this mozzarella was on its date yesterday, so I am going to eat it now. I'm going to incorporate it into that, I think. Well, I don't know if this is what you're supposed to do, but I've harvested these chilies and I'm just carefully snipping them into this freezer bag to put in the top shelf of my freezer, because that way I figure I could just take out tiny bits at a time. I think I'll waste less then. If I try and defrost a whole chilli, chances are I might not use it all, especially if I'm just cooking for one. There you go, here's my first little harvest. Chances are, to be honest, I'd probably use the fresh ones off the bush, wouldn't I? That can go next to the frozen ginger. Smells good. Okay, I'm not having mozzarella. I opened it, smelt it, thought, that smells a bit funny, double checked the date, and for some reason I thought it was the 25th today. It's not, it's later, and yeah, it was gone off, so I had to chuck that in the bin. But of course I tasted a bit first, didn't I, to see if it was really gone off. Why do I do that? Why? I think we can all agree I'm not going to get any prizes for presentation for today's lunch. I'm sure it'll taste all right, though. I've just tasted a bit of the mushroom stalk, very nice. Well, I don't know how that happened. An Emmentaler slice just found its way on top of it. It's about 20 to 7 in the evening now, and I've been gradually starting to feel better and better, and all of a sudden I just had this great surge of energy come back, and I just feel right as rain. And my room has got a bit messy during my period of illness. I'm going to give you the guided tour of mess. Now that does look unsightly. I really need to go up in the loft and get a rug, because I'm just trying to cover this up, because I don't want to trip over it. It's a hazard, but I need it because it's powering that until I get around to getting an electrician in to put more sockets in. But for now, it's just there to remind me not to catch my foot on it. It's like a really big visual cue. But I do have a red rug in the loft, which I keep meaning to bring down. I'll sort it. Messy side table. This is kind of IB side, but if I'm doing stuff in the day, I tend to sit over here and then clutter it up. Yes, I've got my various medical instruments because, you know, COVID brings out the hypochondriac in many people, including myself. Scissors left over from my jeans project, iPad, wallet from my online shop earlier, random toothbrush from last time I went away to the Isle of Wight. As you can see, we've got some dust here that needs dusting. Notes on the bed from earlier when I was watching what was I doing? No, reading a book on colour grading, so I was taking notes on that. Diary from where I was diarising things like, for instance, the online shop and also some stuff to do with Izzy's group, because there was an email with dates in earlier, so I was doing that. Moving along, we have the hairdryer just thrown there after my hair wash, and I really should move those earplugs. They've been there gathering dust. They probably need washing or to put in the bin. What else have we got in the mess pile? Oh, we've got Isabel's injection pens. I wanted the bag that they came in as a bin liner and just sort of put them on the floor. I have to arrange them in date order, really, in the medication drawer down there, one of the medication drawers. She's got a few, because they got to be, you know, used up, like stock rotation, you know what I mean. Oldest first. Yeah, that's the one. Got there in the end. Here we have a random bag just chucked out of my bag. This has just come from IB's and been dumped. Likewise, so is that. That's my washing pile, because my laundry bag is actually downstairs. This is semi-dirty laundry snaking its way across the floor to the official laundry pile. It's kind of the in-between, could wear it, but it's not perfectly clean pile. Need to make a decision on that. Now, the umbrella and this big white sheet, this was from my early diffusion experiments trying to diffuse the light coming into this room so I could actually film in it, but I gave up and just got a different camera in the end because it was beyond me. From when I was setting up my folders not that long ago. That's come out of me bras, padding that I never wanted in the first place. I was going to try and keep it for, like, might be useful for something, but I'm beginning to think that's just pointless hoarding and I might get rid of it. But I don't know, I was thinking rabbit ears, you know, when you need an Easter costume. Look, I'm a musician, I'm on stage. Sometimes I need to just quickly create an outfit out of whatever I've got. And that is fancy dress stuff, speaking of fancy dress, for my fancy dress gigs. And it normally lives in my suitcase, which is still downstairs from the last time I used my suitcase. Whenever that was. So that is the grand tour of the mess. I hope you liked it. Oh, there's more. Oh, sorry, spoke too soon. Yeah, this is my dressing table. Well, it's a chest of drawers, but you know. It's not as bad as it was. Still got the chalks and things on from yesterday. It becomes a tech table, I must admit. What's this? Boxes and... oh dear. Yes, various things. Needs tidying. My desk, that needs tidying. Oh dear. Anyway, while I'm feeling suitably energised, I'm going to have a plough through now and get to work on this room and transform it, hopefully, and then hoover it and put a damp cloth around the dusty areas. My trick for when I'm feeling overwhelmed by a big task is to break it into smaller ones. I'm going to start with the easiest to tidy area, which is this one. That's easy, it just lives under the bed. Just got to remember to use the ones from this end first. I'll tell you what I'm going to need to do really soon now, and there is no more rationale for keeping it. I need to rationalise Izzy's homemade stuff I have. So this is a minuscule fraction of it. My whole house is taken over with homemade resources and logs and all sorts of things. Oh my goodness. I've been thinking about setting up a Depop thing and listing them on there for sale. Don't know if anyone would be interested in buying my second-hand homemade resources. Some of it will be good enough to sell and some of it will be used and not. So I need to go through it all very carefully. I think we might need to do some tidying of the shoe rack. Rationalising, in fact. Not just tidying. Do you think you've grown out any of these, Izzy? Yeah. That's all filing down there. I need to deal with that. Now I'm a filing clerk. There's no excuse. I should be able to do my own, shouldn't I? These are medical garments for Izzy's eczema. They are scratch gloves, actually. So I'll just, might as well take those all out of the box, fold them up and put them in her room for her to put away. I don't know if you are in the UK and you have a child with severe eczema who scratches all the time, wounding themselves and stressing everyone out in the family in the process. You can get these on prescription if that's the case. These are the small/medium adult or medium/large child, and they look teeny tiny, don't they? But they are really, really, really stretchy. I shall demonstrate. Izzy's not really wearing these at the moment. She's just all of a sudden found that she can go the night without them. Age 16, first time ever. So that's good news, but we literally just had some from the pharmacist, but I won't order any more unless she needs to go back to them. But there they are, see, very stretching. They go right up your wrist as well, so if you're a nighttime scratcher, do it in your sleep, then I'll protect you. That's no good, is it? Oh well. Not the neatest job. I can recycle that packaging now, so that'll be something I can get out of the way, and those can go in her room. Next, I'm going to deal with this monstrosity. These are the Jiffy envelopes I bought for Izzy for her Depop, but she said they're too big. But her loss is my gain. I'm sure I'll think of something for them, especially if I start selling little books and things. Those shelves there have been empty since I moved in because they are just so flimsy looking. But I think they will take the weight of those Jiffy envelopes, so that's somewhere they could go. I need to dust them first though. I can now collapse that and get rid of it in the recycling. I've got to the bottom of it. There's the graphics tablet. I did know it was there. And here I found a whole pad of paper. Excellent. I didn't know that was there. I have extra bedding and things in there, so that's where the diffusion sheet can go. Might even launder it, you know. I think I'll launder it because it's probably got a bit dusty. It's been there some weeks actually. Whoops. Tech box is getting a mess again. One of the tech boxes. That's going to be looking a bit fuller tomorrow after the Iceland shop comes. Oh, what's this from? Oh, when I was trying to calibrate my monitor. Old school myself, but couldn't do it. I'll put that on the filing pile for now because I might want that again. I think this is still clean enough. I'll chuck that on there with the jeans. These can definitely go in the wash though, because these have been replaced by the new flares now, and I'd had them on for quite a few days anyway. Usually in my pocket, in this pocket, I have a £1 coin and a hair grip. Oh, 2 hair grips and no £1 coin. Sometimes my fringe drives me absolutely mad. I'm going to need to put a wash on after this. Right, subject dividers. And white labels, they can go in the stationery drawer downstairs. Tell a lie, labels go in there, and don't ask me why, but if I suddenly change now, I'll never find them when I next need them. Let's just not look in the stationery box because that's got disorganised, but we'll just kind of insert those. There we are. At least we can find them. I think there's a couple of things still in it. Oh, my hat's been looking for that. Those earplugs get everywhere. Those are filthy. They're going in the bin. Oh, I think that's batteries for a vlogging light in there. Tripod. I've finished. Are you ready? Let's have the guide of the newly tidied room. Okay, messy towel still there. Yeah, I'll get in the loft at some point and deal with that. Anyway, yeah. All cleaned and dusted, bed made. Around here, this area is looking a lot nicer than it was. Up here, sorry, do excuse the glare, I've got a selfie ring as a lamp, but it's that way because it's a bit bright. I've put the envelopes up there, and that lamp I'm not using at the moment, but I probably will at some point, but I've just put it up there for now. Over here is looking a lot better. Not sure if that's actually worse. Some things have found their way onto there during the declutter, but anyway, that's better. Bags dumped. Well, you've got to dump your bags somewhere, so they might as well stay there. That's actually the t-shirt. I need to pick all that label off. Still haven't done that. Suitcase is back where it was with all the fancy dress stuff in it. My desk is a lot less cluttered. I'm just running a backup. That's what that is. And the dressing table, well, it's always going to be a bit of a camera dumping zone at the end of a long vlogging day, so I'm just going to give in to that, but that's otherwise better. That's just the bowl of water where I've been going around with a rag, wiping dusty things. yeah, so that's it. If you like this video, could you please give it a thumbs up? It really helps the channel to grow and I really appreciate it. And if you're new here and you would like to follow more of my story, do hit that subscribe button and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!